It's no surprise that the housing market has turned a corner within the past year. Home prices are rising at the fastest pace in about 6 years, and home purchases are up nearly 50%. Construction is also expanding again. So now may be the perfect time to purchase a home. Michael Copley with TD Bank joins us this morning with some tips for home buyers out there. Michael, welcome to the program.
Good morning, John. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great, sir. Well, you guys did a recent mortgage survey index. So what exactly did that tell you?
We did that for a couple basic reasons, John. One, we wanted to make sure that we understood what the consumer's experience was and is as they go through buying a home, with the specifics in mind being that of the mortgage financing process, and what were the good and the bad elements of that experience, in hopes that we could improve upon that experience, not just here at TD, but from a consumer awareness perspective as to how we could possibly educate consumers as they go through that process. The interesting thing for us, though, the results were quite impressive. We found that almost 70% of customers that went through the mortgage purchase process had a great experience. And of that group that had a great experience, nearly 3/4 of them came back and said, the reasons for my experience being the way it was because of the responsiveness, the accessibility, and the honesty and transparency that the lender and I had as a partner. And that really sends a communication message that needs to be consistent if consumers are going to have that experience be what they want it to be and what we want it to be executed as, which is a positive one. The third set of information that was quite interesting to us is that almost half of the customers got their mortgage from their lender where they had no relationship with that institution. And that just speaks to the fact that the mortgage business is a fairly competitive product set in an industry, and it comes right down to that service execution element to win customers over continuously. So we were pretty pleased by the information that we found, and we're going to continue to do this survey on an annual basis.
And Michael, what does it mean for people in local housing markets, somebody who's interested in buying their first or second house? How's it going to help them?
Well, I think the way it helps them is it helps them get prepared to buy that house, to apply for that mortgage. And the way that we encourage people to do that is to make sure that they get educated first, and then go find the requisite partners that are required to make that experience a great one, which is really their real estate agent and their lender. You can't really minimize either one of those relationships, because at the end of the day, it's a partnership amongst the buyer, the realtor, and the mortgage lender. And in that realtor mortgage lender space, it's those two parties that are really responsible for ensuring that that consumer gets shepherded through the process efficiently, effectively, and to their satisfaction.
Indeed. And where can people go and get more information about their interest rates or buying or lending or getting that first house?
Sure, they should go to tdbank.com is one way to get a lot of information on our mortgage products, prices, etc. Via the web. They can also come into any of our stores from Maine to Florida to get that information face-to-face, or they certainly can give us a call on the telephone 24/7 to get that same information in hopes of us giving them the education that they need and the help that they deserve to get through that process pretty quickly.
Michael Copley, thank you for your time, sir. We do appreciate the information.
You bet, John. Thank you.
More after the break. Make sure you stay with us.